The walls of an old house are more than just plaster and wood, they are silent witnesses to history, holding secrets that were never meant to be found. But when renovations begin, these walls sometimes give up their dead and their treasures, their fears, and their long-forgotten stories. Imagine pulling back a section of drywall and finding not just insulation, but a perfectly preserved stash of 100-year-old whiskey. This isn't a fantasy, it's a surprisingly common discovery in American homes built before the 1930s. During Prohibition, when alcohol was outlawed, people got creative. Bootleggers and ordinary citizens alike built hidden compartments, false walls, and secret cellars to hide their illicit spirits from the prying eyes of the law. One man in upstate New York was renovating his home when he discovered what he called a whiskey wall. Dozens of bottles from a notorious Prohibition-era bootlegger, known as the Man in the Green Hat, were neatly stacked, a ghostly remnant of a secret speakeasy past. These liquid time capsules offer a direct taste of a rebellious and fascinating chapter in history, all thanks to a home's hidden architecture. But sometimes the messages found in walls are far more personal than a forgotten bottle of gin. They're actual words meant for a future they could only imagine. In one home, a contractor found a simple note left behind by a worker in 1941. It gave his name and a simple request: "If you find this, tell my family I was thinking of them." A small human touch reaching across 80 years. Another family discovered a child's letter to Santa from 1943, tucked away for safekeeping. The little boy didn't ask for toys, but for his father to come home safely from the war. A heartbreaking plea, preserved in the dark. Perhaps the most incredible find was a perfectly intact time capsule from 1920, sealed in the cornerstone of an old school. Inside were pristine newspapers, class photos, and letters from children describing their world, a world without television or internet, filled with hope for the century to come. These discoveries remind us that our homes were once someone else's entire world, filled with their own private hopes and fears. And some of those fears were very, very specific. This is where things start to get strange. Throughout Europe and early America, a peculiar tradition took hold, hiding a single, well-worn shoe in the wall, chimney, or under the floorboards. These weren't just lost items. They were placed there intentionally. This was a form of protective magic, an Apotropaic ritual meant to ward off evil spirits, witches, and misfortune. The belief was that evil entities would be drawn to the human scent of the worn shoe. The spirit would enter the shoe and become trapped, unable to bother the home's occupants. Hundreds of these concealed shoes have been found, usually near an entry point like a door or fireplace. They are almost always single shoes, and often belong to children, believed to offer the most potent protection. It's a fascinating glimpse into the superstitions of the past, a time when a simple leather shoe was considered a powerful shield against the darkness. But if a hidden shoe seems odd, it's nothing compared to the witch bottle. This was a far more intense form of folk magic, popular in the 17th and 18th centuries. A witch bottle was a small ceramic or glass vessel, often filled with a disturbing collection of items: pins, nails, thorns, and, most unsettlingly, human urine and nail clippings. The idea was to create a magical trap. If you believed a witch had cursed you, you'd create this bottle as a sympathetic link. The sharp objects were meant to cause the witch pain, and the personal items would lure their spirit into the bottle. Once sealed, the bottle would be buried upside down or hidden in a chimney. The belief was that as long as the bottle remained sealed, the witch's power over you was broken, and they might even suffer a painful death. It was a desperate, dark form of counter-magic. These discoveries are rare, but each one is a chilling reminder of a time when the fear of witchcraft was a very real and very dangerous part of daily life. From the strange to the truly macabre, we arrive at perhaps the most unsettling discovery of all: mummified cats. For centuries, it was a disturbingly common practice to seal a dead cat inside the walls of a new building. No, this wasn't accidental. The cats were often deliberately posed, sometimes in an aggressive, hissing posture, as if caught in mid-battle. The purpose, much like the concealed shoe, was protection. Cats, with their mysterious nature and ability to see in the dark, were thought to have a connection to the spirit world. By entombing a cat in the wall, homeowners believed its spirit would act as a supernatural guardian, eternally hunting down rats and mice, both real and spectral, and scaring away any evil spirits that might try to enter the home. It's a gruesome tradition, but it speaks to a deep-seated human need to feel safe within our own four walls, even if it meant turning a beloved pet into a permanent, grisly sentinel. So the next time you walk through an old house, listen closely. The walls might not talk, but they are filled with echoes. They hold the secret stashes of rebels, the quiet prayers of children, and the strange, powerful magic of people who just wanted to protect their families from the things that go bump in the night.